Flames fans trying to search for why Johnny Gaudreau left in the offseason. I mean, the rumors and borderline conspiracy theories coming out are honestly just hilarious. Everything from the Canadian government to his wife to him always wanting to play in the US to the curse that the Flames fans put on Jake Ottinger in the first round of the playoffs last year. Like, there's some outlandish stuff. And yes, a lot of it is joking, but everybody thinks they know why Johnny Gaudreau left. No, it's obviously because of X reason. No, what do you mean? It's clearly because of Y reason. But Frank Seravalli kind of dropped an absolute bomb on today's Barnburner podcast. By the way, if you're not listening to the Barnburner podcast with Boomer, Warner, and Pinder, you're missing out, man. I listen to that thing daily. It's awesome. It's probably my favorite podcast right now. Go check it out. And as soon as Frank Seravalli started talking about this, my ears perked up. He literally opens with it and says, I don't think it came down to Johnny. I think if it was up to Johnny, he would have been fine coming back to the Calgary Flames. And then mentions a bit later on that the Flames were even confident that they were going to sign Johnny Gaudreau, and they had a quote-unquote spring in their step leading into free agency about signing Gaudreau. And Frank Seravalli then mentions that Gaudreau goes on a car ride with his wife and then phones the Flames and tearfully mentions that he's not returning to the organization. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh no. Because I figured in my mind that there were going to be a lot of people who were probably just going to straight up attack Johnny Gaudreau's wife, and that is awful. That is never something you want to see, and I'm still kind of worried about that, because you can say whatever you want, and even if it was his wife who made him leave, which I know Frank is a very reputable insider, but you don't know for sure, I still would never ever want to see somebody, especially a wife of an NHL player, get harassed or anything like that. So I really, really hope that Flames fans aren't going to do that. And if you are planning on doing that, give your head a shake. But now, as you can see on Flames Twitter, and to me there's nothing wrong per se with this, but people are really keying in on that car ride that Johnny took with his wife after is saying that he wanted to come back to Calgary. And that honestly just makes it so much more painful. If it really, really was down to the wire, and he was planning on coming back, and then that car ride is what changed everything, I don't want any harassment or anything like that to go towards his wife or him even, but I mean, I'm allowed to voice that is heartbreaking for me, a Flames fan who named this channel after my love for Johnny Gaudreau as a Calgary Flame. That's heartbreaking if that's the case here. I honestly, like, if he was that close, like, I can take it more if he always knew he wanted to go to the US and he was just kind of following through with that. But if it was this close and he was in tears telling them at the very 11th hour, hey, I'm not coming back, I'm sorry, after a car ride, that makes this even more painful. And it just pains me to know that Johnny Gaudreau could be a Calgary Flame right now, and could be long-term signed up, would have his jersey up in the rafters in due time, and would probably go down as, if not the best, one of the best players in franchise history. It stings. And then who knows what happens with Matthew Tkachuk if that happens. So, painful, man. Just pain. Flames fans, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I know you probably already are. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.